Welcome to Music City, where the concrete's bright and loud. But if you burn that right front tire, you'll be crying to the crowd. It's the OzOvals V8s, yeah, the engines are gonna scream. Let's take a little trip back to last season's Nashville dream. Last time we raced this track, oh what a crazy sight. Matthew Raymond stole the win like a true thief in the night. He stayed out on some ancient rubber, clinging to the lead, leaving Gary Wellman second and Ryan Barber third in defeat. But let's pour one out for Kate Donnelly, who was miles ahead of the pack. An 8-second gap, then pit road bit him with a devastating black flag. Trapped 2 laps down, oh the misery and the pain. Now he's back on the concrete, looking for sunshine in the rain. It's the Nashville Superspeedway, the concrete tire muncher, where the fuel gauge is your enemy and the wall's a real hard puncher. Who's got the patience? Who's gonna spin? Let's look at the drivers with a chance for the win. First up is Ruben Phelps, but he's starting from the rear. Now he's fighting from the end of the line, trying to steal the thunder. Watch out for Gary Wellman, the fuel-saving mastermind, still fuming at Nick Burling's gap that left him lagging far behind. And don't forget the grid ghost, Perry Anastaki's in the draft, coasting round in 6th gear, laughing on his fuel-saving raft. Will Kate finally find redemption, or will Matty steal the show? It's the Nashville Superspeedway, the concrete tire muncher, where the fuel gauge is your enemy and the wall's a real hard puncher. Who's got the patience? Who's gonna spin? Let's look at the drivers with a chance for the win. Strap in tight, hold your breath, it's time to go, go, go. Green flag is dropping, the concrete's getting hot. OzOvals in Nashville, let's see what you've got.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance. Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
This is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about
are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
If you love the thrill of racing but hate the risks, then buckle up. Everything Simulated is here to merge adrenaline with absolute safety. In a world where technology meets adrenaline, Everything Simulated is revolutionizing driver training with state-of-the-art simulators. From truck training to the thrill of motorsports, our simulators offer the most realistic experiences across all automotive applications. Gone are the days of endless bookwork and basic drills. Now it's all about hands-on, pulse-pounding action that prepares you for the real deal. Whether you're maneuvering a heavy mining vehicle or racing a high-speed car, our simulators, equipped with cutting-edge technology from leaders like SimRigs and TrackRacer, bring every nuance of the drive to life. And talk about making a mark. We're not just building simulators, we're fostering talent. From grassroots motorsports to professional series like the Aussie Outlaw GT3, sponsored by us, Everything Simulated is fueling dreams and careers. Ready to feel the excitement of the racetrack under your fingertips? Connect with us, and let's build your next simulator adventure together. Remember, we support those who support us. Join the Everything Simulated family, and let's race towards the future.
Wake up, or you're gonna be late for school.
Good evening, race fans. Welcome back for round 13 of the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series, brought to you by Inside Lane Productions. Kobe Jordan in behind the cameras and in the booth once more. James Watson and myself, Paul Jackson. Good evening to you, James.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Paul. This one is gonna be an interesting one. Nashville Superspeedway. It's definitely unlike any other track that we go to on the schedule. It's honestly unlike any other track in the world. It's basically a 1 and about third mile all concrete, slightly banked oval. There's nothing you can really compare to this, and because of that, it's always difficult for everyone to wrap their heads around it. It takes such a unique way of getting through the corners and dealing with corner entry and all that. So seeing how everyone's going to deal with that, deal with the dirty air, actually try to get some passes done, it's going to be fascinating to say the least.
Yeah, for sure. And the D-shaped layout here in Nashville and the concrete surface makes it a pretty good race here. So Burling Motor Group keys to the race, managing the tyre wear across that concrete surface of Nashville. So rear tyres are going to overheat pretty quick under throttle. So drivers will be looking for that smooth application on the throttle, try and save those tyres for the later part of the stint.
Key number 2 is maximizing corner exit speed onto the long straights, and that corner exit speed is going to be hard to come by. Like I said, this track is pretty flat compared to most of the tracks on our schedule, so being able to get as much speed as you can is important because you don't have that banking to help you out on exit. And because of that, it doesn't feel like the draft is going to be that big of a deal. That's the thing about this place. So you can't rely on those crutches to help you out, help you stay connected to the cars in front.
Well, and touching on that one with the draft and that, following closely is going to create some mid-corner understeer. So maintaining that front-end grip or running in that dirty air, you're going to create a bit of a push into those corners. So that's going to, circle back to our first point there on the tyre wear as well. So just everything to keep the drivers on their toes. But here at Nashville, and I don't know if they still call it the Super Speedway, even though it's not a Super Speedway that we're used to. But 2.09 kilometers there, 125 laps here tonight, and 45 to 50 odd laps there. Looks like our fuel saving numbers that we got earlier, they could probably push 47 to 51. So maxing out that high number of laps and making it a 2-stopper. 4 sets of tires, and once again we've got some cool track temperatures there, 22 degrees, and air temp 20 degrees.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that you're going to be able to go a lot longer on fuel because of the fact that this track is shorter and you're going to have a lot more off throttle time. So we're probably going to see a lot more variance in the fuel strategies here, which is really going to shake things up.
Yeah, for sure. And our current championship standings there for coming into round 13 tonight. So Ruben Phelps, handful of points last week over Wellman, and that's given him a nice little 37-point buffer there to Wellman in second. Troy Davidson close behind Gary Wellman, only 4 points separating those two for second and third. Perry Anastakis in fourth. Matty Ray, your top 5. Ryan Barber in 6th, Cade Donnelly 7th, Scott McClintock 8th, Craig Roffey and Kim Roffey jumping up into 9th and 10th.
Yeah, how about Scott McClintock down there in P8? He's just been slowly but surely going about his business this season and just been kind of the model of consistency. And I think this is looking to be one of his best seasons points finish wise. So hopefully Scott can keep up the solid finishes here.
Yeah, definitely. We don't really see too much through the races for Scott, but he's always sort of majority towards that, mid finish in the top tens, just outside of that. So those consistent finishes week in, week out really help on those championship points, and you can see that.
And letting everyone else do dumb stuff in front of him and picking up pieces.
Well, that's one way to pass some cars, isn't it? Wait for the field to take themselves out, and sometimes that's not a bad thing either. So, long race each week, and to finish that race clean and consistent, that's how you bank those points.
Absolutely.
Rolled over to qualifying, so underway at the moment, and no one set a time just yet. But got a little bit of a different thing tonight. We've got some warm-up after qualifying, so once we get through qualifying, we'll shed a little bit more light on that one for everyone tuning in at home tonight, but a little bit of a tribute show. Todd Maxfield setting the pace there, 31.882 in his first out lap. And Giuseppe jumping up there with 31.6. Good to see Giuseppe Maiolo back on track with us once again after a couple of weeks off.
Yeah, I think Giuseppe is going to be one to watch. It seems like he really tends to do well at these more technical ovals. Obviously, he ran very well at Gateway last season. He was in serious contention for the win at Texas a couple weeks ago. So I wouldn't be surprised if that 992 sticks up to the front here for tonight's show.
Well, we've got a couple of minutes left to qualifying and those times are still rolling in. We might get our driver picks done out the way now, so everyone else tuning in tonight, grab your picks who you think is going to take the win here at Nashville. But we'll open up the mic to Kobe.
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm going to go with the data this week. Last season, Matty Raymond took away the win here, so I see no reason why he can't make it a repeat. So my pick, Matty Ray, with that beautiful pink paint.
Very nice. And yeah, solid pick. Had a win last season, so why not back it up this season with another one? James, your pick for this evening?
I'm going with Gary Wellman. He was fastest in practice, and Gary, too, is also real good at these technical ovals, so I think he's going to be a serious contender tonight.
Well, fastest in practice, but currently Jacob Dean with a blinding qualifying lap there, 31.313, jumping to the top of the leaderboard for qualifying. But my pick this evening, week in, week out, he's consistently fast, and he certainly knows how to keep that pace and those tyres running. So, a place like Nashville with concrete and tyres, we've gone with Ryan Barber for the win tonight. Just under a minute to go for qualifying to wrap up. So we'll go to a quick ad break and we'll be back with you in just a moment.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1300 122 598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone, and thanks for tuning in for round 13 of the US Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series. But tonight we've got a little bit of a special tribute to some of our family and friends here at OzOvals. We consider our drivers our family and friends, but as we know, a couple of weeks back, Adam Malone lost his mother. So there on screen we have Jesse Malone. So it's a little bit of a tribute to Adam Malone and family. Always a hard thing to deal with, a bit of loss, and obviously we don't like talking about that either. I don't, but it's one of those hard things we have to go through in life, and with Sarah as well, one of long-time viewers and that, Kobe's partner. But Sarah's uncle, John Mordelman, there as well just recently. So condolences to all of the family and friends. In more recent times, so one of our long-standing drivers with us, we have Matty Raymond up in the booth. You got a copy there, Matty?
Yeah, go Paul. How you going there, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. Obviously, a little bit of a more sad way to start this evening's race, but Grant Chapman. Tell us about Grant.
Yeah, so tonight, as you said, we've had a bit of a rough week at SRM, and the family's involved, of course, and I've got a bit of a passenger with me tonight, the most amazing and important woman in my life, unfortunately. I had to say goodbye to her dad this week, and yeah, as you said, Grant Chapman, he was a lovely bloke. You know, I've known this guy for good 30 odd years, and ever since the day I met him, it's been nothing but kindness, love, respect, and the whole family themselves have welcomed me as a Chapman of their own, sort of thing, or accepting me as one of their own, I should say. And yeah, Grant in particular, you know, like the sort of bloke who, if I ever needed a bed, needed a feed, needed anything, I never even had to ask. He was just a really lovely human being. So the world's a bit smaller this week without him. And when I mentioned it to Kobe, of course, and you guys, Ian, James, you guys all jumped up and were the first to suggest that we do a little bit of a tribute. So, yeah, for Grant and Lauren, his beautiful daughter, we've got a bit of a special paint on tonight. We call them the Crying Camaro because the headlights are weeping a little bit. And after this race, we'll lock this paint in the showroom and just have it as a keepsake memory sort of thing. And kind folks here at OzOval, of course, have let us go out and lead the first couple of laps of the night in Grant's honour. So, as he was a viewer of the series, he used to always get me to send the clips, send the links in and tell me everything I'm doing wrong, of course. And yeah, always cheering on Ruby and myself. So, yeah, we're going to miss you a lot there, Grant. We miss you a lot, big fella. We love you heaps, mate. And Lauren, as for you, I hope you're watching this or get the time to see this tonight. And words can't really express how proud I am of you, Dale, and how much of an admirable, inspiring person you are. And not just lately, just the whole time I've known you, ever since, you know, we're in our early teens working at Hungry Jack's together, right up until today. I love you so much, Dale, and every day I'm reminded of how lucky I am. The most fortunate bloke around, really, having you in my life. The most beautiful soul I've ever encountered by a long shot. There's no one even comes close. So, with all that being said, we hope make you proud tonight, Dale. And I've got just for you, Dale. I'll put Patsy on the back bumper as well. So he's going to come for a ride with us tonight. And we've done a few little touches to the car and put his name on the driver's plate and a few other things. So yeah, with a bit of luck, we'll get a good result and make everyone happy for a little bit, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow and we'll send him off properly. And I mean, I want to thank all the drivers, all the other teams, everyone at the production crew for the outpouring of love and support. It's been quite overwhelming, to be honest, and it's really humbling to know that I'm a part of something a bit bigger than myself. And yeah, it means a lot to us, so it really hits us in the feels hard. And once again, I can't thank you guys enough. And yeah, it's just really good to be a part of. But I better start focusing on the job at hand. We'll wipe the tears off the bumper of the Camaro and yeah, focus on the job at hand. Try and steal these blokes' lunch money and get a good result for you. So thank you, all of you guys. And yeah, once again, Lauren, our thoughts and love are all getting sent your way. So we appreciate you all. Thank you very much, guys.
Well, thank you, Matty. And as you said, you know, the world's a little bit of a smaller place, but I'm sure everyone's hearts are a lot bigger with all the love they have for Grant. And condolences to all the family and friends as well. And yeah, that paint looks great, and obviously got the whole crew on the side of that car there, and yeah, done a great job with that one there, Matty.
Yeah, thanks very much, mate. Yeah, the bloke never missed. He's got plenty of kids, that fella. So we got a big crew helping us out on the pit stops tonight, and yeah, we'll see how we go, mate.
Well, with all the family and friends and support behind you, wish you all the best for Nashville tonight, and hopefully we can see that car sitting on top of the podium.
Yeah, with a bit of luck. Even if we're not, I've still won anyway. So yeah, thanks a lot, boys.
No worries, mate. We'll let you go and join back with Ruben and gather yourself for the race ahead. And yeah, thanks for sharing that tribute with us tonight.
Yeah, beauty, mate. Thanks for the time. Like I said, can't tell you how much I appreciate you. So thanks again, guys.
No worries. Well, it's going to be a bit of a emotional one. Even I feel that a little bit there. So I don't know about you boys in the booth, but yeah, it's a subject I don't like talking about much. But yeah, obviously the show's still got to go on, so we'll go to a quick ad break, and yeah, we'll come back with the race in just a moment.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone, and thanks for tuning in with us for round 13 here at Nashville, the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series. And we've had a bit of a rename to our starting grid, so in honor of Grant Chapman, we've got the Grant Chapman starting grid tonight. So taking pole for, I believe, the first time is Jacob Dean. So absolute blinder there in qualifying, so well done Jacob. And alongside he's got his teammate there as well, Giuseppe Maiolo. Craig Roffey and Perry Anastakis for a rogue second row. Gary Wellman and Troy Davidson for a Simboys third row. Did they plan this, these teams? Sean Signori and Adam Malone on the fourth row. And Kate Donnelly and Kim Roffey, your fifth row for your top 10.
And then we got the 85 of Tony Roffey next to the 88 of Jake Atkinson on row 6. Row 7 has the 90 of Nigel Patton and the 16 of Todd Maxfield. The 05 of Ryan Barber and the 21 Barry Donnelly on row 8. Row 9 has the 222 Nicholas Walsh and the 022 of Barry Neal. Matty Ray in the special paint, and Ruben Phelps on rounding out the top 20. Andy Barber and Scott McClintock rounding out the field.
Alrighty, well, I just have to try and work it out and minimise my chat there. Taking up half my screen, but green flag, here we are, Nashville 125 laps. Jacob Dean getting the jump.
Yeah, you saw Perry jumped out, maybe looking to take it 3 wide. He got a heck of a jump there. So far, everyone's single files out.
Yeah, probably just drop back a little bit there for Perry, so falling back to 5th. Wellman moving up a spot. That's Sean Signori on the inside of Perry, almost making contact. He's coming through.
Oh, we got 3 wide, a little further back right there. See, Perry was trying to hold it to the outside of Troy, but couldn't. Troy's gonna clear up into P6.
Sean Signori there on the inside of Wellman, moving up into 4th. They wanted to make those passes early, get to the front. Because later on, it's going to be harder through the stint to try and get those passes done.
Yeah, and you see a lot of cars are still working on it. See side by side Malone and Kim Roffey.
Big traffic jam. Todd Maxfield sticking right in there of Roffey. Woo.
Yeah, I think there might have been a little bit of contact between those two. And now Patton's trying to go around the outside, take advantage, but Nigel going way high, up in the marbles, almost into the wall.
Well, kept that car off the wall. So, definitely a different line there.
Yeah, the extreme high line does not really work around this place.
Well, there's definitely going to be some different strategies here tonight because Phelpsy not having a real good qualifying run, but he's moved himself up 2 spots. In saying that, 1 now as Barry Donnelly's coming past, but
yeah, penalty from the
penalty that, yeah.
from a practice incident with Craig Roffey from last week's race.
Maybe I should read the notes a bit more.
See, right now, top 3's got themselves a bit of decent gap here.
Jacob Dean, Giuseppe Milo, Craig Roffey there. So, yeah, nice little gap forming there as Troy Davidson trying to run off 2 from Sean Signori. A little bit of a gap there forming.
Yeah, so far so good for the Fox 1 boys. They've definitely seemed to have found something here. I believe that might be their first ever front row here at OzOvals. Phenomenal qualifying effort and so far holding on to it, but you gotta be careful. That 030 is a wily one right behind them. And now Davidson's starting to get a little closer.
The benefit, though, obviously they got those 2 cars there for Fox 1. They can work together, push each other as well. And Craig Roffey's obviously going to join in there. But we got Perry Anastakis on screen. Got a webcam view of Mr. AI himself, Perry Anastakis. You know that's not a AI view of him.
Nope, that's the real deal. It's cool to see Perry a part of it.
He's even got $250 hanging on the wall there.
Yeah, the humble brag there, not so subtle flex from Perry.
Maybe that's what OzOval needs to start doing. Just some big old paper checks or cardboard checks like that to other drivers.
Yeah, if Kobe thought the shipping cost to send stuff to Phelps was bad enough just for the diecast, just imagine trying to send one of them big old things.
Yep, I was going to get to that one, but you beat me to it. Well, Troy Davidson's linking on the back to Craig Roffey.
You see our 2 cam drivers are battling it out. They're able to get the spot on Gary right there.
Well, Harry and Gary juking it out. Barry, come on. We get some results from your teammate there, Barry. Like, been a hard season for Barry Neal. Not used to seeing Barry not getting any, qualifying poles or any podiums.
Yeah, his performance kind of makes me wary.
Well, he was...
Bad pun aside, we got potentially a battle for the lead here as Giuseppe's starting to get closer and closer, and everyone is getting closer and closer to them. That gap that we were talking about earlier, it's gone.
Where'd it go? How you going to answer that one?
Ask me in about 5 minutes.
No thinking on the fly there. Got to come back with a witty response.
Do you know how long it took me just to come up with that wary pun? Cut me some slack. Gosh darn it.
Alrighty. Well, 15 down. And yeah, we got a big angry mob chasing down the leaders here. So all the way back to Tony Roffey, who's in 12th. So 12-car train at the moment at the front. Bit of a breakaway.
Whoa, Jake and I believe it's Andy leaning on each other right there. See, Matty Ray tried to figure out something to do as these two are throwing haymakers at each other. Andy gonna clear. Jake looking like he might want to throw it back on him, but it doesn't look like he's able to. Now here comes Raymond to the inside.
Big hit there in the wall as well from Jake. Jacob Dean at the front, still trying to hold on to that little gap there, but Perry Nastakis looks like he's moved up to the top 5, slipping by Sean Signori.
Yeah, and it looked like he was also going to try to send it on Troy too, but Troy shut the door just at the right moment. But here comes Perry once again.
Craig Roffey running a little bit wide. He's opened the door for Troy Davidson to get under him. Troy Davidson going to sand it in now.
And he's going to get it.
Well, that's one way to make another spot, is have the driver in front of you make a mistake.
Yeah.
Run it wide and open that door.
The easiest way to overtake.
Just push him out the way.
Well, yes, that is one of them.
That's not the clean way, though, to overtake, is
it? Not necessarily, but sometimes it is the most amusing way to pass.
And sometimes it's the only way you can try and force a pass, too. If someone's blocking you in front and just won't move, you make him move.
Absolutely. It's like, no, I'm not asking to make this overtake. Meanwhile, you see Phelps on Junior making the spot. Gonna try to see if he can drag that pack back up to the lead dozen here.
Yeah, well, fuel saving might have gone out the window there if that's what they were trying to do in the back, but mistake from Jacob Dean at the front.
Yeah, he almost got the wall off of two, and now he's got trouble. Here comes Milo around the outside.
Milo is going to run it wide. Troy Davidson coming through on the inside.
Jake running high, trying to give Giuseppe some draft, and that's not gonna do him any good right now. Oh, Troy starting to move up a bit.
We held that, and that's going to cost Jacob a bit as well. The lead even. Giuseppe's going to come through. Parry on the inside. He's going to back out of that one.
That got real close with Jacob and Troy because of that.
All the action's happening at the front right now, and just that one moment lapse of judgment, making a mistake on the corner, and everything can change.
Yeah, what did we say? Easiest pass you'll make is when someone else lets you make the pass for you. I don't know if that was grammatically correct, but heck it, we ball. And you see Troy's going to get the spot done, and look at Perry going on the apron trying to make the move on Jacob. This is the most aggressive I've seen Perry on a Stockist, and I am loving it. Gets the cam going and all of a sudden gets all this confidence.
Ooh.
Oh! Jacob going a bit defensive there. And now here comes Perry to the outside. Signore voicing his displeasure with the defensive driving.
Well, those tyre drop-offs, what do you do? Do you drive defensive or do you give up a spot? But a little bit early probably in this race, 25 laps into 125. Still got 100 to go to worry about, driving defensively and blocking and that. You tend to do those on the last few laps.
Yeah, like we haven't even reached the first pit stop. So I understand that track position is going to be at a premium tonight, but, there's still plenty of time for that.
Well, we're about halfway through this stint, so unless everyone wants a pit stop under caution, maybe that's what they're aiming for.
At the rate they were going a second ago.
Oh!
Whoa!
Yeah. Backing out of that and almost finding the front bumper of Craig Roffey as well.
Yeah, it was actually a business decision. He waved Sean by, but in the process made things a bit too close with his teammate there.
Maybe obviously not wanting to battle there for that spot with Jacob Dean and maybe just look after his tyres for a few more laps, let him cool down a little bit and run so close there. As now you can see Sean Signori right on the back of Jacob Dean, giving him a push even. Sean looking for the way by, but again that door just closes as Jacob cuts to the inside there for the corner.
And he almost had it. Perry was even dropped down trying to get close to give him a bump draft.
Oh! That was getting very close. Sean looking at that outside run and Jacob was just...
Oh, I think he's there.
A bit of a push-up.
He's there!
Getting around the inside.
See Barry Donnelly getting out of the way of the lead lap cars. You appreciate that. But you see Jacob... Wow, a meatball already for Barry Donnelly. That is tough.
We like halfway, just over halfway through the stint and a meatball already. So it's going to be hard for some of these other drivers out there as well to manage that. And even this pace at the front, I'm wondering if those tyres are even going to hold up to, that sort of 47 to 50 laps.
Yeah, this track is sneaky tough on tires. You wouldn't necessarily think that it would, but the flatter banking with the high cornering speeds, it's just a nightmare to keep that right front under you at times. And even when you think you're saving, sometimes it's just not enough. As Sean taking another look at Jacob Dean. Oh, Sean sliding up a little bit. Oh, and there's a hip check.
Perry and Starks is going to use that as well on the inside. See if he can slip by as well.
And he's got that done. And here comes Perry trying to join him. Oh, and he's got him clear, but Craig not able to join Perry through that. He's got to tuck back behind the 34.
While we're watching all that action at the front, that second group closed up a bit, and Phelps has moved his way all the way up to 12th. So
whoa,
he's managed to close up some of this gap.
Oh, Craig with the slide job. Here comes Jacob. Can he get the crossover? He might. Craig went way wide on exit. And no, Craig's gonna shut the door.
Have to run back into one there, so have plenty of room to come back down.
You see, things right here up at the front have kind of settled down a bit. Meanwhile, that is not the case back here. You see Andy and Walsh side by side. I believe this is for P18 right now. Actually, I think that's Ryan. Curious. It's a bit surprising to see Junior down in 19th.
Well, hopefully, I'm going to say strategy on this one because I hope it is.
Yeah, like you're watching that going, what is he up to?
Well, we only got 6 rounds to go in our championship series, so the rounds are slowly ticking away there, and I don't have many rounds left to try and not be last in our picks.
Whoa, here comes Sean. He's jumped up and trying to get past Giuseppe, and he might. Giuseppe in the wall, and there goes Sean to the lead, and Giuseppe's going to lose a ton of positions from that. Oh, I think he's got more issues. He has fallen out of the top 5.
Oh yeah, that front right guard's looking a bit pushed in. Yep.
Yeah, heartbreak for Giuseppe right there.
And he's already losing the back of Jacob Dean as well, falling back to Gary Wellman there. So that car's not going to be too good now, I think.
Yeah, I reckon the right front on that 992 is toast, and probably was toast before he even got the wall. And you know, Sean kind of snuck up on us. It almost out of nowhere. Like you blink and then all of a sudden he's up into P2 and challenging for the lead.
Well, he's got the lead, and he's leading this race now, 40 laps in. So probably see those pit stops start happening in the next 5 to 10. And hopefully we'll get those green flag pit stops happening. So over the last few weeks, we've had a few caution pit stops.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Whoa! Issues for Sean! I think he got big loose, and now he's gonna be hemorrhaging spots now. And Perry Anastakis to the lead. And you reckon that Jacob Dean probably didn't forget about when those two were side by side and went up a lane or two. Jacob not able to get by Signore though. He tucks back in, so Sean only losing a couple of spots, but those are some massive spots to lose. And now Adam Malone's starting to work his way up.
Oh yeah, and look just behind him there, Ruben Phelps. He's put in some work to move himself up there. So in the top 10 now. So he was way back.
Oh, we might have another battle for the lead. Oh, we got a battle for third. Signore and Craig side by side.
Right, can Craig make that outside run? Haven't seen that work too well. Sean Signori tried the outside pass on Jacob Dean, but couldn't quite get it done, but had found the inside. But Craig's looking at that outside run at the moment.
Speaking of Jacob Dean, he's pitting this time, and Giuseppe as well. Oh, I think there's a car spun out. Yeah, is that Barry Neal?
Barry Neal, yes.
How do they not hit him?
I don't know, but there's no front bumper on that car now either. We'll look at the 131 retro replay and we'll have a look what happened there. I think we're about a lap behind there. Rewind. And Barry Neal coming into pit road there.
And
ew.
Yeah, just snapped on him. It was like almost like he kind of wheel hopped and downshifted, and then oh my god. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Barry Neal, meet Barry R. Oh, fellas, that might be the worst pun I have ever made, and that is saying something, as pit stops are happening almost the entire field.
I think we need an ad break after that one. Oh dear. Well, we'll let these pit stops transition. We'll see if we get any more drama. And then we'll go to a quick ad break at Craig Roffey sticking it out there, leading a few laps. Kate Donnelly in behind.
Yeah, interesting to see them stretch it out. I think this could pay pretty big dividends.
That's not even allowed. Interesting that apparently Kim Roffey somehow managed to put wet tyres on.
Oh, look at everyone on the freshies as Craig is bringing it down.
Yeah, Kate Donnelly still sticking it out there.
And Wellman as well.
Well, we reached the 50 lap mark, so this time around, Kate Donnelly going to be pitting in, and Wellman going to hit the next lap.
Yeah, I think Gary's staying out one extra lap to get that lap lead bonus point.
He's going to need all the bonus points he can at the moment to try and claw back on Ruben Phelps. There's 37 points over 6 races. It'll be pretty hard to do.
Yeah. But you never know. CK done with his stop. He is off and away. It looks like Maiolo is taking the lead back of this race here.
And got a 2-second gap there over Jacob Dean as well. So he must have had a really good good stop there over Jacob because they came in together.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he might have been able to save a little bit of fuel when he was running behind Jacob early as Davidson and Anastakis getting close. Oh, they're leaning. Oh, as Donnelly gets the wall in front of them. Barry staying as high as he can, letting everyone by.
Yeah, not liking the stones up there on that high side.
No, he's
Marbles.
not. Oh.
You could even say he's losing his marbles up there.
Hey, I'm the one who makes the bad puns around here. Trying to take my job. I see how it is. The nerve of some people.
Oh, I thought I'd throw one out there. It only took me 10 seconds to think of that one, James.
Oh, wow. Look at Mr. Oh, my brain works faster. You guys have all the luck.
Well, my eyes definitely ain't working too well. They're getting a bit tired.
Oh.
Perry coming through, getting the pass on Jacob Dean. Troy Davidson looking at the inside as well.
Whoa, late lunge from Troy.
Malone just finding the yellow there. Looked like almost got a little bit sideways off it.
Apron bad. Oh boy. Davidson was trying to make the move on Dean as Dean was looking to make a move on Anastakis, and things nearly went very poorly very quickly.
Well, the wall impact earlier for Maiolo hasn't seemed to worry him too much, but the gap's slowly closing from 2 seconds down to 1.5 seconds there, but still looking like the car's got pretty good pace now after that pit stop.
And this is with a lot of battling from everyone here too. And speaking of battling, it's now Dean versus Craig.
Malone on the inside of Roffey, gonna send it in there. He's gonna get that pass done.
Maybe it seemed like it, but Craig. Oh,
yeah, he had the nose there on Jacob, but had to find the brake on that one.
And now this gives Craig new life as he might be able to use this to get by both of them.
Well, coming up halfway now, and we might go to a ad break, and we'll come back with the other half of this race. So stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about.
Are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uests.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Thanks again for tuning in for round 13 of the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series. 65 laps into 125. And Giuseppe Maiolo currently leading the way. That gap's closed under a second now to Harry and Astakis behind.
Yeah, and that's interesting because you see those cars are definitely faster, but it wasn't that big of a difference in pit time, I don't think, as far as what lap they brought it down. Kobe, when did this group bring it down compared to when Maiolo was... Oh, Troy! Up on the wall!
Blink of an eye and Davidson hitting the wall. 22 laps ago, Maiolo and Jacob Dean first ones to pit.
Yeah, 2 laps. That's not that big of a difference, but you see it's starting to show up like it. And so because of that, I've got my eyes on Cade and Wellman, who pitted a few laps after that. They're already kind of part of this lead group for the most part and starting to pick them off. So I'd keep an eye on those two.
Kim Roffey in pit road there. Haven't heard Meatball, but just a stop.
Yeah, if he did what we think he did, that earlier than you'd think pit stop makes a lot of sense.
Maybe didn't even realise that throwing the wets on. I thought that was locked out, but
you cannot.
Still haven't brought that one in yet.
I just want to know what was going through his mind when he realized it. Like, did he know immediately, or did he go, oh wow, all of a sudden this car is handling great, I have so much grip? Oh.
5 laps later.
Man, it feels like these tires are already overheating, and oh, I understand. Yeah, definitely a not a conventional oopsie there.
Well, now we're under half a second. Sean Signori on the back of Maiolo. So we're going to be looking at that lead change, well, the fight for the lead change in just a minute. And it's got McClintock there on the inside of Ryan Barber.
Yeah, we talked about Scott at the beginning of the show. Not quite running where he hoped here. P16. Man, him and Ryan are having a heck of a scrap.
Looks like Ryan's just got that pass done around the outside there. But here at the front, about to be a 3-car scrap for the lead, and Sean Signori looking at the outside, but got a bit close there to Giuseppe, and that's going to open the door for Roffi under.
Yeah, Giuseppe went a little defensive there, very subtly. Kind of ran about a half a lane higher. Not quite running the high line, but kind of still putting himself in the dirty air of Signore, although clearly that is not affecting him at all, as here comes Sean around the outside. Whoa!
Ooh, taking the hard way around there, using the outside, so not an easy way to pass when you got 30-lap-old tires. Trying to pass around the outside.
Yeah, and he's still running that kind of half a lane or so upline, even with Signore there. I remember we saw that with him and Barber at Texas a couple weeks ago.
And then you got the rocket pace of Kim Roffi coming through from nowhere.
Yeah, that's the difference of fresh tires.
And everyone probably just thinking, where's Kim come from?
Yeah, that is quite inconvenient if you're Maiolo. Whoa, as he just shut the door in Sean's face, or tried to, slides up the track, and Sean's gonna take the lead. And Craig's gonna take second, and maybe he's gonna take the lead.
Yeah, a little bit unsettled there for Signori trying to get that pass done, and he ended up running it a bit wide as well, which opened the inside door for Roffi to come through.
And Craig got it done.
Perry just biding his time there. He's moving to the inside to try and get that run in on Maiolo. He's got the nose in there. And now you start to see that tyre degradation just dropping off for Maiolo.
Yeah, now that he's in all the dirty air, that tire wear is starting to rear its ugly head as he's going way high, almost into the wall.
Oh, Donnelly and Maiolo getting real close to there. Donnelly had the nose on the inside there. Had about half the car in there and getting real close there and had to back out of that one.
Yeah, no love lost between those two.
I think we could probably say that about the whole field passing. At some point in time in any race and anyone with Donnelly, it's all in the name.
Oh,
of racing, isn't
3
it?
wide! Whoa! Davidson backing out of it, smartly so. Otherwise, I don't know how many of them would have survived that. And now,
I thought Cade was going to try and take it 3 then.
I was certain that Cade was going to take it 3 wide then. Oh, Maiolo, he's taking his next stop. Oh, Craig Robbie around! Oh, no! Oh, and he takes Jacob Dean as well! What in the world happened?
We're going to have to go to a 131 retro replay on that one and have a look what's sent Roffy around.
Kim Roffey up into the wall.
Oh.
And then Craig jumps out of the way.
Oh, Malone. Oh, and Jacob Dean. I think maybe might have been a bit of contact with the front of Sean Signori's car, but Adam Malone looking for that very closing gap there. And no way through on that one.
And a heartbreak for Jacob Dean, his first pole in his OzOvals career. And just unlucky that I'm disappointed for him.
Well, I wonder if did Maiolo make it into pits before that caution came out, or did he enter a closed pit?
I think he did, because I checked and I didn't see any black flag near his name. Now, the thing is that when there's a caution, when people pit, sometimes the sim kind of sucks its thumb and dumps. So he might hold on to the lead. It might give him an EOL and send him to the back. I don't know, but I have seen either happen. So it's kind of your guess. You hope for his sake that it works out and he gets to hold on to the lead. But yeah, I have seen it kind of screw over guys that got on pit road in time when the caution came out. So we'll see.
Well, there's going to be a few drivers behind hoping for waiver rounds, and it's probably not going to be the case now. So, looks like, Maiolo, great time to pit, and going to jump back out in the lead and be on the same strategy as everyone else for tyres.
Yeah, it looks like that is happened about as well as you could hope if you're Maiolo.
Andy Barber in pit lane with the black flag, so not too sure what that one was for.
No, that's...
Check the replay and have a look.
Yeah, it should be a black flag though if it was just speeding under caution, so I'm not sure what happened with that. But pace car is off.
Well, going to be coming 85 of 125, 40 to go. No pit stop required to get home. Marlo taking us to green. Excuse me.
But the thing to keep in mind, though, is that, yeah, you don't have to pit again for fuel, but you can't just go balls to the wall. This is basically a full run, so you have to have some conservation here.
Well, I'm sure you don't want to go balls to the wall, but you can go V8 Supercar to the wall.
I mean,
Maybe.
hey, it might help. It might give you a little bit of side force there through the corner.
Well, if you try and hang your balls out the window, you're going to crush them on the wall. So, well, here comes Matty Ray moving up, getting the pass done on Perry Nastakis. Looking for that top 5 there. Troy Davidson just in front, and we've got Phelps, his teammate, in behind there to give him a helping hand.
Yeah, this has worked out well for Phelps too, because I don't know if something happened on his pit stop, but he was many seconds off of the lead pack. He was about 7 seconds off of Matty Raymond. So I don't know what happened on his green flag stop, but this allows him to be up and back in the fray here and try to at least claw back some points from Wellman.
Well, if you finish closely to him, then you're not going to lose too many points, are you? If you're behind him.
Nope. And with having the EOL, that's as about as good a damage control as you could hope for. And you also see Junior up into the fray.
Yes. I'll check quietly there. So, you boys been sitting there in the top 5 for your picks all night. So I've been on the edge of my seat here, waiting for it.
And that's good, because I don't know if they were trying some sort of strategy there at the beginning, but it was clear that it wasn't going to work. But now this allows him to be up in the battle just like Phelps, and you see he's already made up a couple spots from the restart.
Oh, yeah, and sitting just on the inside of that top 10 is probably not a bad spot either, because everyone at the front 40 laps, they're going to be pushing that little bit harder, knowing they've got, you know, a handful of extra laps up their sleeve to burn those tyres a bit more. So if Junior can just sit there and hang on a bit and slowly start picking them off as they push, and you know, he can try and climb that ladder and make his way up.
And I think he already kind of is, because you see a little bit of a gap forming between him and Raymond right now. So I think he's doing just that.
Well, we'll see what happens in the next 20 or so laps.
I think Perry is joining him on that strategy too, because he's a car behind, and you saw Perry be about as aggressive as you've ever seen him there early on in the race. So he's definitely trying to back it down and stretch it out.
Meanwhile, Maxfield was getting a bit of a run there, pulled up alongside on the outside of Ryan Barber, but looking at the inside now, trying to get a pass done.
Yeah, he is not in this tire saving strategy. This is a car that wants to make spots up. Looks like Craig Roffey back out on track.
Interesting to see Roffey coming out of pit lane.
Oh boy. Whoa, they're beating it, man. Whoa. Perry throwing a bit of a slide job there. He had just enough room to pull that off, and that was it. If they were any closer, that literally would have ripped the front paint off of Ryan's bumper.
Pattern to the inside.
And we're 3. Oh, and Todd way up high, up in the marbles, just barely keeps it out of the wall. iRacing has put a lot of time in the last season or so to really make those marbles realistic, and you saw that they made a lot of progress in doing so. He got up into the gray and just no grip whatsoever as the championship combatants are battling. And there goes Phelps. And here comes Wellman.
And there goes Phelps.
But wait, here comes Wellman.
And there goes Phelps.
And there goes Davidson for good measure.
Yeah.
And Troy just about has the move done on Cade.
He's getting that outside run, but it's been a bit of a hard battle, that outside, trying to get that pass done. And I wouldn't really say anyone's pulled it off that great tonight. Like, there's been a few cars like that have tried it, like Sonori and that, and they've sort of struggled a bit to get those passes done on the outside. Hasn't been easy.
Yeah, I find that really surprising because I've always found that that middle lane seems to work the best when it comes to getting passes done because of the flatter nature of this track. But you've seen it just really hasn't worked out quite like that. The bottom has been really good from a passing standpoint and a overall running standpoint. So it's definitely spicing the racing up because you have hope of pulling that pass off and you're not just stuck behind another car just because they have the ability to be on the outside. Otherwise, this would have been a much tougher race for everyone to be in and for us to watch. As you see, those two got about as... Yeah, couldn't get any closer than that.
No, I want one more point. No, I do. Give me the points. Just hear him in, a baby toddler's voice yelling about who wants more points.
Mom said it was my turn at the top of the championship.
Well, Phelps has finally broken that and is in front of Wellman now.
You see, looks like Atkinson on pit road.
Time for spaghetti and meatballs. And rubber. I don't think that would taste too good.
Oh! Oh, car's up in the wall! Barber, and it looks like Walsh. Oh, and there's the caution. Whoa! There goes Andy. Oh, wow, that's gonna really cause some calamity.
We'll go to a replay on that one. Have a look, and ooh, a little bit of side contact. I don't know if Junior's car stepped out on the back there.
I think there might have been some contact between him and Maxfield. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
That one's hard to read because you could say that Ryan turned in on Todd, but you saw how wide the line that Todd was running. He was about the third lane, so it's not really giving Ryan a whole lot of space there. So, and conventional wisdom, I don't think you would expect the car to your inside to run that high. So yeah, I don't know who I would put that on, to be quite honest.
Yeah, well, there was a moment there of brake light from Maxfield as well coming into that corner, but probably ran it a little bit too late even to that corner to try and slow down. And yeah, maybe Ryan just thought that Maxfield was going to drop to that inside line, but yeah, ran it a bit late to try and get down there. So unfortunate one there for Junior, and my luck's gone.
Well, I think we're going to go ahead and get another quick break in, and we'll be back shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about.
And the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance. Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uests.com.au or call 1300 122 598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Thanks for tuning in tonight with us for round 13 of the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series. About to go green. Hopefully one last time. Sean Signori going to be taking us to the green flag. Giuseppe Maiolo alongside. Troy Davidson, Ruben Phelps in behind. And there's the jump.
And a huge jump at that.
Oh yeah, Giuseppe caught sleeping on that one. And Troy Davidson's going to come through.
Meanwhile, look at Matty Ray on that high side trying to keep to the outside of Cade.
Well, he's Probably a set of fresh rubber on most people's cars there, so now be a good time to try and use it. Carrying a Starkers on the inside of Raymond.
Yeah, Perry trying to make up that track position he lost on that last run. And so close between him and Matty Ray. And Welma with the big send almost got Perry. Yeah, look at those pit times. 11.5 seconds. Wellman. Could pair that to most everyone being in the 9s or at least the 10s. Whoa!
Contact Wellman and Anastakis.
Matty giving the bump to Perry, but another big send from Wellman.
Okay, Donnelly trying to get the pass done on Myolo. He had it on the inside, but couldn't quite get the run. Harry and Gary back at it. And Gary's looking at those brake lights of Phelps are just in front.
See Phelps jump right in front of him, not giving him an opportunity to get past. And in fact, trying to get to the outside of Cade.
Okay, looking at the inside of Myolo now. He's got the run into the corner. He's going to get alongside. Not quite clear.
Now he's got it done. And contact! Perry into Giuseppe, and oh my goodness, that was almost abject disaster. We nearly junked half the field right there.
I'm going to say he checked it before he racked it. Wellman had to get out of that because of Parry in contact with Paolo. So just lost a spot there to Matty Ray.
Well, that's given the top three probably the most breathing room they're gonna have. Sean, once again, the sitting duck surrounded by sim boys. And you see Troy has almost got there to the inside on him couple times these last couple laps.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those drivers. It's going to be very hard to pass, and going to have to try and force that mistake out of him while he's rear view driving. Trying to keep that door shut.
Intimidate button on, and here he comes. He's finally there. Whoa! And he's gonna power around the outside. And once again, they have company. Here comes Myolo.
Harry's making up moves there. He's got the pass done on Phelps as well. He's got his eyes set on Cade and Myola. Contact, the big push there from Myola on Davidson.
Whoa!
Oh, Cade down!
Well, I think we all saw that one coming.
Well, we get to see it again, the 131 retro replay. And the push there from Myola on Davidson, and looking into the 3 wide there, and not enough room.
Yeah, I don't know if 3 wide was ever gonna work in that scenario.
And the pace car just drove straight through Sean. Sean's got magical powers.
And funnily enough, it looks like it put Giuseppe back in P3. Much to the chagrin of Kay Donnelly.
Oh, that's interesting. Would Cade end up 12th? Oof. How?
Yeah, sometimes iRacing timing and scoring is it's a thing.
Well, I don't know if anyone was watching Pit Lane and just doing a little cheeky sneak peek, see if anyone had any tyres up their sleeves that bolt on. Andy Barber getting the old lucky dog. We can't show that on screen, Andy. You can't flash us. And Wellman's got all the bells and whistles going off on his rig. Look at that.
No kidding. I don't even want to know how much that cost.
And then I look over to mine and I think, I might use that again one day.
Hell, I don't even get to do that. I have to use my rig as my chair.
Yeah, I used to do that for broadcasting, and then I'm like, it's much comfier sitting at the desk next to it. So you just kick back rather than sitting in the sim rig for a couple of hours. But here we go again. Pace car lights are off. Sean Signori going to be taking us to green flag. Troy Davidson alongside. And going to be 5 to go across the line. 5-lap dash. See who's caught sleeping this time.
And not a great restart at all for Perry.
Oh,
right there.
Davidson round!
Contact! Troy and Giuseppe, no caution. They're on the infield. Holy crackers. I figured we'd get at least to turn 2 before the chaos started, but apparently not.
And let's move Phelps into second, Matty Ray into third.
And now, can they chase after Sean?
Parries through on Gary. Okay, parries around.
Oh no!
Jacob Dean around. Oh, he's managed to save it. Woo! Everything's happening in these last 10 laps or so.
It sure is. Yeah, you can't tell from that angle. Alright, let's see. On the chopper cam.
Oh, he's chopped it.
Yeah, I mean, kind of at first glance, it kind of looks like Gary starts to move down just a bit. So it looks like the gap from him and the wall starts to slowly increase the closer him and Perry get. Oh boy.
Well, this is going to take us to our first green-white checker.
Yeah, first.
Will it be the last?
That helped out Troy and Giuseppe though massively, because now at least they're back onto the pack. Still a long ways to go though to get back to where they were. Can we get a replay on what even the heck happened between those two?
Maybe. Troy Davidson.
Yeah.
And that maybe's a maybe yes. So they restart there. And woo. Oh my, just missing the pit.
That was crazy to watch. Yeah, that's another one of those. Just like the Wellman and Anastakis incident, like unless you like completely like hover over the cars and squint closely, it's hard to tell who's actually at fault.
Well, welcome to Nashville lawn mowing here for the OzOvals V8 Supercar Series. We're going to line up once more. And pace car lights are off. Sean Signori going to be taking us to the green once again. Phelpsy alongside.
Here we go. Take a deep breath, everyone.
And another great start there for Sean Signori getting the jump. And Matty Ray getting a nice jump there in behind. He's going to get past Phelpsy.
Yeah, can Matty do it? Does he have enough time?
2 laps to go and everything looking clean behind.
Oh, we're 3 wide in the middle of the field. White flag. See Matty running the lane high, trying to see if he can get a little bit of air on the nose, get some momentum. Not making enough of a run on Sean. Sean keeping a good distance right now.
Running it real wide, but Sean Signori is going to take the checkered flag here at Nashville.
Meanwhile, Tony Raffi and Kay Donnelly finishing the race through the infield grass. Phenomenal run from Sean, though. Absolutely dominant performance there in the second half of this race. Has everyone given the nice little side taps? Very popular P2 right there.
Even giving him a Simboy sandwich there too. How many 4Xs can we give Matty Ray at the end of the race? Alrighty, well, we'll be back in just a moment with the unofficial results. So stay tuned and we'll get our drivers in the booth for a chat as well.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uests.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Thanks for tuning in tonight for round 13 of the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series, and what a race that was. Joining us in the... Oh, hang on a sec. We got the unofficial results. I'm jumping ahead of myself here. So, Sean Signori coming home in first, and Matty Ray in second, and Ruben Phelps in third for your podium. SRM boys having a great run there. Todd Maxfield in fourth, and Scott McClintock with a top 5 finish. There's that consistency there. Gary Wellman coming home in sixth, Nigel Patton in seventh, Tony Roffey 8th, Kate Donnelly 9th, and Andy Barber rounding out your top 10.
And then we got Troy Davidson in 11th, Giuseppe Maiolo in 12th, Kim Roffey, Ryan Barber, and Nicholas Walsh, the top 15. Perry Anastakis, Barry Neal, Craig Roffey, Jacob Dean, and Jake Atkinson, the top 20. And rounding out the field is Adam Malone and Barry Donnelly.
Alrighty, well, we'll take a walk down to TWS Victory Lane, and we will kick it off with our current points leader in the championship, Ruben Phelps. How you going, Ruben?
Yeah, good, Paul. Good, Paul.
Well, a podium for you tonight. So not the top step, but a podium's a podium. Coming home in third. So started off with a end of line that literally everyone forgot about tonight. So you almost flew under the radar on that one.
Yeah, it all started pretty well, and then did my infamous wasn't in the box properly again, so it's becoming a bit of a trend, so I need to work this out, and then that's where I lost all my track position. But I just hung in there, sort of looked at the racing and thinking there's going to be a yellow within some point. When is it going to happen? And it happened just before that second lot of pit stops, and from there I was sort of wait and then obviously go for it there. But there's a few other things in this race that I wasn't we're not in the greatest of moods all around, especially Maddie, so but either way it was a fun wee race.
Yeah, well, definitely action-packed finish there with multiple car spins and a couple of cautions in those last few laps. So, yeah, that probably helped contribute a little bit to podiums there, but nonetheless, it was still a good, hard-fought race for you.
Oh yeah, no, it was definitely fun once I got to actually race around some cars again, because that 40 laps in between sort of was pretty, you know, it's not fun when you're just racing yourself, but either way, it was.
Yeah, there was a second pack there. The front 12 or so cars managed to get a big breakaway, and you're about 4 or 5 seconds behind that, and you managed to get to the front of that pack and chase them down. So yeah, there was good runnings there as well to catch up.
Well, exactly, but maybe I shouldn't be a naughty boy in a practice session, and I wouldn't have to start the back to do that, idiot. Shay.
Well, I didn't even hear about that. That's probably why I didn't even know you had a EOL. So what did you do, Ruben?
I did some silliness in a practice session, and yeah.
Tisk, eh? Well, at least it was only an end of line for the start, and not any points out of your championship. But a couple of extra points there over Wellman tonight. So again, that's going to help out, and we've only got I think 5 races to go. So at championship, and probably about a 40-point lead there after tonight. It's looking pretty solid there.
Well, exactly. Like, even when I got to about, was it 5th place or whatever, I was around Gary, so obviously he's my competition. So once I got sort of around him, I was just like, okay, I'm happy with sitting here. There was a few racing tactics that I wasn't too keen in being involved. So obviously once I was there to Gary, I was just going to hold position and whatnot, and then restarts and crashes, and Gary got involved in something, and I was like getting happier and happier, and it all worked out for SRM, which is perfect because you know, obviously I've got to salute one of Maddie's best friends, I think, Grant Chapman, and all a bit somber about it. So salute.
Well, there was 3 of you out there tonight, and obviously done Grant and his family proud there, so the whole team. But we'll let you have a shout out to your sponsors.
Of course, Kobe for putting the league on. Of course, you guys for putting the broadcast. Mr. James Watson for our TWRS setups on our Cars Race OM. But if you want a good setup, of course, Scotch's Race Fuel, Cut 6 Sticker Co, Moondog, and our 2 charities, Tourette's Australia and Australia Alopecia. Maybe I've got Tourette's because if I can't freaking say it.
Hey, I missed that one. Hang on. Bit slow on the soundboard there, but well done on 3rd place there, Phelpsy. We'll let you go and celebrate that one, and we'll bring Matty Ray up here, and then you can celebrate together as a team.
Cheers.
James, over to you.
Yes, sir. Matty, James in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy, bud. Hey, who was that one?
Yeah, that was a heck of a race. Phenomenal job out there. It's a really special P2 in light of everything going on. I don't think there was a dry eye in the house after the our little tribute to Grant there at the beginning of the show, and I think it's safe to say you did him damn proud out there.
Yeah, I reckon. I'm really wrapped with that one. I was struggling a lot through practice during the week and struggling to keep the tyre on it. So to come away with a result like that, just like my hands are shaking. That was really intense at the end there. It was super, super fun racing Sean and my teammate and Gary, all the rest of the boys. That was friggin' wild. I'm super happy with that. And yeah, obviously having Grant on board in the passenger seat, he was pointing me where to go and steering the old sleds for me at some points, I'm sure. So yeah, I'm really happy with that one. That's super cool. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting race. It was pretty clean and straightforward there towards the first few runs. You mentioned that it was difficult trying to keep the tires under you. It seemed like a lot of people were kind of struggling with the same thing.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, this place, as I'm sure you know, being concrete, just it absolutely destroys tires. And this thing having a locked up rear end and all that sort of thing, it just really makes it really harsh on that right front. So trying to steer a V8 Supercar around one of these places, someone's bound to blow a right front at some point. And I reckon a couple of did, just judging by, a couple of blokes sort of come up, hit the fence and straight into pit lane. So whether they did or didn't, I'm not too sure, but I can only assume that, everyone else was struggling pretty bad out there. So, it was really good. Like, even the good guys, you got Andy and Gary looked like they weren't having the most fun compared to other tracks, I guess you'd say. But, it was good. I can't believe I've come away with such a good result.
Yeah, and then how was it trying to just stay alive towards the end? Because, boy, things got really crazy there really quickly in the closing laps.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And even during the race, like I sort of tried to save it and let him get ahead a bit. But after that first stop, I thought, sheesh, maybe I've stepped on my noodle a bit here. They're pretty far up ahead, but slowly just chipped away at it and got up there. And yeah, when I got up to the front pack, it was like, all right, look out. It was like being in a pinball machine at some points there. So yeah, no, it was really, really intense. I had a really, really good race. And it was a bit of a shame to see a couple of guys wrecking and stuff, but on a racetrack with 30 peanuts like myself, it's bound to happen at some point.
Yeah, but a phenomenal and emotional drive. Any shout outs you like to give before we let you go celebrate this one?
Yeah. Well, once again, I'd just like to give Lauren and Grant a big shout out. We miss yous, and yeah, Lauren, I can't wait to see you tomorrow when we send off the old boy in proper fashion. Of course, my sponsors for not only supporting SRM, but just everything that they do for us, TWRS in particular, you know, like always the first blokes to lend me a hand when I need it, if I'm struggling with a setup, giving me setups, or our whole team, you know, all the SRM, they look after us so well. And well, they're a bloody good shop too, if anyone is looking for setups, so. And who else we got? There's always a bit of a list. We got Scotch Race Fuels, Brenton down there. We got Alex at Cutstick Sticker Co. We got Ray down at Moondog. He's a good graphic designer down here at in Adelaide. And I've got a special mention for a mate named Con. He runs a business called Adelaide Fuel Recovery. He's been helping me out a little bit personally lately. He's just a really good egg, really honest businessman, and looks after his customers amazingly well. So if you're a bit silly like me at times and put the wrong fuel in your car, give Adelaide Fuel Recovery a ring and he'll come out and get your car going in no time. And also a couple of charities we always like to shout out. Alopecia Foundation, as Brenton or Hendo or Henderson or whatever you want to call him, he suffers from that. And Lockie also with the Tourette syndrome of Australia. Unfortunately, he suffers from that. So those boys do a lot of legwork behind the scenes for awareness and all that sort of thing. So always want to give them boys a shout out. And Inside Lane, OzOvals, Kobe, James, yourself, Paul. Like, you guys have been amazing, in particular with this night. You know, being the first guys to jump up, put your hands up and be like, hey, let's do something for your family. And it just made this a real special night. So I really hope that Lauren got to see it live. If not, I'll force her to watch it when we get a chance. And yeah, I'll bet you we're going to make her cry in a good way. But yeah, thank you, boys. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. It's awesome racing this league, and all the other drivers. The way everyone, I don't know if you guys saw after the finish line, nearly every driver come up, gave Grant a little rub on the door, and just the ultimate sign of respect in my eyes, you know. And these guys didn't know Grant. They don't necessarily know Lauren apart from the amount I yabber on about her, but just to show that sort of love and respect, it's incredible. This is an amazing league and amazing group of people. So thank you all so much. I really appreciate it.
And we appreciate you right back, Maddie, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Yeah, with a bit of luck. We'll see if we can get another podium or something. But hard fought with these blokes out here. They're bloody good.
Alrighty, there is our runner-up, Maddie Raymond.
Alrighty, well, the wait is no more, so the American Dream is back. Another win under the belt. Sean Signori, how are you going?
Doing great. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, doing pretty good. We're at the end of the show, so I can't complain with that. But looking forward to hitting the pillow. But yeah, first we got to get through our chat. So yeah, Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville.
Bit of a hard-fought battle once again. Had quite a few drivers chasing you down through the night.
Yeah, most definitely. There was some fast cars out there tonight. Giuseppe was fast. Perry was really fast. 23 Davidson. He raced me really clean there over the last 30 laps or so. Sucks that he had that little bit of an incident on the restart. And to come out with an SRM 123 feels pretty good after everything that's gone on this past week with Maddie and everything at his house and his loved ones.
Yeah, for sure. Wasn't well, didn't actually realise you were part of the SRM boys, unless they've snuck you in on there for now.
I'm on a day-to-day contract.
If you keep winning, that day-to-day contract might extend to a monthly thing.
I sure hope so.
Well, I ate my words tonight. I was tossing up between who to pick tonight, and the gut didn't work out tonight. So the disrespect on you at the early pickings. should have went with the brain, I think, but no, got the job done for another win, and I don't know how the championship points are going, but you've got to be climbing there towards that top 10 with all these wins coming in.
Yeah, that's kind of the goal right now, is to maybe sneak a top 10 out of the half a season, so feel pretty good about that. Ruben was just telling me, he'd be a little more nervous about the championship if I was in those races at the beginning of the season, but I'm pretty content with how it is. I'd rather show up, win a couple races, and let the boys handle the championship, and they've done a great job week in and week out, putting themselves in position to take home the crown at the end of all this. And yeah, it was definitely a tough race out there, and I want to say sorry to Craig Roffrey. That little incident there was just a really weird racing deal, and he was a real victim of that. He had some big speed out tonight, and I just feel like I'm the lucky one that survived all the incidents, and I'm fortunate enough to have two teammates right behind me that started in the back and got through it all as well.
Yeah, well, there was plenty of incidents out there tonight, so I'm sure the admin boys will be checking that later. But yeah, definitely looking good for Phelpsy and the team for the championship at the moment. 5 to go, so kudos to them for putting in the work. And yeah, we'll let you have a shout out to your sponsors.
Yeah, well, sponsors, you get the usual shout out. So I just want to give a shout out to Lauren, Maddie, their whole family. It's a tough deal to lose a parent. It's a tough deal to lose any loved one. And we're all thinking about them. It was on our minds for most of the race tonight. And yeah, I think we all feel like we kind of did them proud with the 1-2-3 finish. So they get the shout out tonight. Sponsors, they'll have to wait till next week.
Well said. Thank you very much, Sean. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. But we'll let you go celebrate with the boys, and we'll put you back down there with them, and hopefully we'll see you again next week.
Yeah, see you guys next week. Great job tonight.
Thanks, mate, and look forward to seeing you next week, and hopefully another podium. But congratulations there to our podium. So Sean Signori with the win, Matty Ray coming home in second, and Ruben Phelps in third. So for that SRM podium, so huge props to the team there. And yeah, James, another race done, and plenty of action there at the end.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting a whole lot from this track, but thankfully, and I feel like I've said this a few times already, I was thankfully proven wrong, because wow, things got wild there at the end. It was a heck of a race, but yeah, a lot of crazy stuff there.
Well, the season's fastly approaching the finish now. We only got, I think, 5 to go, and yeah, as you mentioned, looking pretty good there for Phelpsy, but next week's going to be a battle for everyone. Phoenix, so that's going to be another hard one there for all the drivers on track.
Yes, sir. Can only imagine what calamity the dog leg will bring on that one.
Don't go below the line. We'll see how many rejoins go unpunished or punished next week, that's for sure. But no, big shout out to all of our drivers, all of our viewers, and again to the Chapman family there. So condolences to your family and everyone here from OzOvals and Matty Ray. So hope you enjoyed the show if you watched that one back, and all of our thoughts are with you in this time. But from us at Inside Lane Productions, and shout out to our sponsors. So Everything Simulated, Burling Motor Group, TWRS, and our major sponsor UES Group. We going to wish everyone a good night. Kobe Jordan in behind the cameras, myself Paul Jackson in the booth with James Watson for another week, done and dusted. So we'll join and see you guys again next Sunday here for round 14. But until then, we wish you all a good evening.
Scrape it up, and then if you want, you can make it up. Take it up, drop it back down so you shake it up. Scrape it up, and then if you want, you can make it up. Take it up, drop it back down so you shake it up. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm gonna pop it till I drop, cause I ain't dropping Miss Daisy. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. I got a boast, I move like a ghost. Give them that Patrick Swayze's. All of them lost, they knew the cost. I chase them down, I'm the boss. Up in the circle, hitting that purple. If that don't work, maybe a purple. Madison High, that is the spot where I get paid every raise. Sign on my checks with a big X, then get up out of my space. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. All of my shit, always legit, it's just what my mama gave me. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. Call it a win, once I begin, I'ma do it for my baby. Running back, watch out cause I'm on the attack. Passing by, it's easy, I'm not gonna lie. Running back, watch out cause I'm on the attack. Passing by, it's easy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I am the one, hot like the sun, winning the races that pay me. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. Hitting the throttle, popping the bottle, pour it on top of like gravy. It's never a cap, winning the snap, and no one got nothing to say. I'm in every place, taking every race, nobody can get in my way. Tapping the brake, first to the tape, I never knew how to die. Give all the rest, all of my best, all that it takes running dry. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. You think you know how this will go, don't be so goddamn hasty. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'll see you there, blood in the air, victory's gonna be tasty.